Hey guys, welcome to Microphone Monkeys. Today we're missing Darren.
Aww.
I think he had some sort of Hindu, something to do with El Chapo and the Hindu resort or something, but he's tied up right now.
No, I think he was in meditation, or he thought he was in meditation, and he actually just went to sleep.
You overslept the pod.
That's right.
But we have the original four from last week. So we have Maniac Mike from The Gun Show.
The Gun Show.
Connecticut Mike. We have Stone Cold Steve Hoffman, the ladies' man.
It's a beautiful day.
We just did the Hoff podcast.
That's right.
And then we have our favorite executive producer, ex-adult film star, former bodyguard,
Yeah.
VHS tape fame.
My most famous movie being Debbie Ignores Myrtle Beach.
Well, there was Debbie Does Dallas. What was your sequel? It was like Will Does Wisconsin or something.
Debbie Avoids Myrtle Beach.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
kind of the story of my life.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Was that with your old friend and longtime co-star Ron Jeremy on that one?
No, Steve Hoffman.
Steve Hoffman was
The Hoff.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how you guys originally met, isn't it? Back in the
Yeah, we were the Blue Pill brothers. Of
Liberty on caffeine.
Yeah.
had a different meaning in the 90s, I guess. So, we have our first story for today. A Russian man left his window open for 3 years, and his apartment was filled with pigeons. He returned to his apartment after 3 years and discovered that dozens of pigeons had moved in and completely taken over his unit. The floor was covered in droppings and feathers, and there were nests everywhere, and pigeons were perched on his furniture. And he said it looked like they were wanting rent money from him. Like they own the house now. And in a video, they showed all the pigeons lined up across the apartment staring at him, and them basically growling and barking at him like he was trespassing. But I was thinking this kind of ties in with our bio drone Russian pigeons. I don't know what this guy might have been up to.
Well, first off, did he go out for cigarettes and he didn't come back for 3 years?
It is a work thing. He left for work for a few years and just left his unit empty, I guess.
Did he leave the window open?
He left one window open by accident. And his whole unit, his floors were destroyed. There were like a dozen pigeons.
I don't think he's going to get his deposit back.
I don't think so. And he's the owner.
I think the pigeons are going to infect them.
Yeah, well, it sounds like the way they were looking at him, they were already starting that. So.
I mean, our listeners are going to think week after week that we're just absolutely looking for pigeon
Well, Randy
articles.
loves pigeons.
This is in India Times.
Oh, that's right. That's
yeah,
right.
I mean, they I'm sure they're doing fact checking.
That's right. The Indian Times in the section called Pigeon Droppings.
That's what happens when you leave a bag of peanuts on the floor.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
It's I guess they opened up the first like Russian pigeon drone base. Just leave your window open in Russia now. But on the same timeline on India Times, they had an interesting CRISPR genetic modification story.
CRISPR.
Yeah, so CRISPR is a technology. Someone won the Nobel Prize in Medicine in the last 5 years over discovering it. You can splice genes and alter the AGCT genetic genome code.
Okay.
And cause mutations and do medical things with people and whatever, change people's eye color. You can change the taste of food.
Okay.
And in China, of course, they genetically modified a tomato so that it would give off odors similar to butter-flavored popcorn.
Wow.
They
that
use
is so random.
Yeah. So they
have
use
some tomatoes with my popcorn, right?
Right.
Well, see, this is just the beginning of this. This is the first time they've done this to any sort of food crop.
Okay.
So they use CRISPR gene editing technology to deactivate 2 genes in the tomatoes to make the aroma similar to popcorn and fragrant rice.
What they really need to do is the Chinese need to develop something that will alter the genome of the tomato, of Chinese tomatoes, to taste like frickin' tomatoes. Exactly.
Well, they've been doing the GMO stuff to make the size bigger. So why not?
If they ever develop sushi flavored potato chips, they got a customer.
That's probably what's next. We'll see when they have the kung fu robots controlling everything we do.
Yeah.
And then they're feeding us popcorn flavored tomatoes and sushi flavored potato chips.
Well, you
we'll
got, what is it? Bill Gates. He owns pretty much majority of the farms in America, and he's spraying. I was reading about that. He's spraying the farms with chemicals to stop reproduction of people.
Oh yeah. Well, he's real big on population control. I'm sure he'll be in the middle of this.
Well, plus
Well, somewhere.
he's deeply invested in Monsanto. So
yeah. Bill Gates has a lot of interesting quotes on all the Western countries' populations are already declining.
Yeah.
But he's obsessed with this population control thing. But we'll see. But they're basically using it. Their goal is to take all forms of vegetables and alter the aromas and flavors. So one side effect of this CRISPR stuff is it causes mutations, and how people have been critical of GMOs and spraying food. So who knows what kind of side effects are going to come from doing all this gene splicing in our food.
Yeah. Well, I do have a theory as to why Bill Gates is so much into population control and people not wanting to have sex with each other. It's because he's grown up and most of his life, no one has wanted to have sex with him. So he just wants everybody else to
If you
get
need
that same
Epstein.
feeling.
If you need Epstein to be your broker, he seems to be getting it now, according to those Epstein photos.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, they had to get these poor hapless Russian girls.
Yeah, Ukrainian girls to.
Yeah.
He could be the new Epstein.
Yeah.
Got enough money to do it.
The way Melinda was talking about him, who knows what else he's up to.
Yeah, find him hung in his cell. Melinda coming out. It wasn't me.
Did you see how she threw him under the bus right away?
Oh gosh, yeah,
In a video interview.
yeah.
And she basically said, go after him. So I don't think that divorce ended very amicably. But
No. She got a majority of the half, and then she wants everybody to go after the other half. Yeah. I mean, again, she's another hapless woman that really didn't want to have sex with him and did, and she wants her pound of flesh.
yeah,
So why isn't he in jail right now? I mean, the COVID pandemic and stuff, he had a role in that.
oh, yeah.
Well, it's I mean, it's money.
Bill Gates.
Yeah, you can't jail people who have money.
You got to
I mean,
remember
come
this
on.
guy 25 years ago, when Google was ruler of the internet
You mean Windows?
or Windows,
Yeah.
he had a monopoly that the government, he could overthrow the government back then. He had more money than the government. And the government is the one who stopped him from monopolizing.
Well, that's Dean Baker. He's a left-wing economist, but he wrote a long article on Bill Gates on how he used all the IP laws all through the late 80s and through the 90s to use lawfare. He would just terrorize and bankrupt anyone who was competing with him in any way, and they couldn't afford to fight it back. And he was doing illegitimate lawsuits.
Well, you know, it's the biggest danger to him right now, and the biggest thing that Toshiba is the first of the big compact PCs and laptop manufacturers to not offer Windows as their primary operating system. They're going to have Linux. And it is freaking him out because there are other manufacturers that are saying, hey, that sounds like a good idea. We'll just make Windows an option.
Yeah, well
That will cost him not billions, but tens of billions, possibly hundreds of billions of dollars in future revenue.
I was reading about that. Linux you can get as a free operating system on your computer. So why would you pay for Windows every year?
Exactly. And Windows is so bloated now. You have advertisements on it. They try to force you with their stupid updates. They're more susceptible to attack. And it's slower. And now the look and feel of Linux can look like Microsoft, or it can look like Mac OS or Microsoft Windows, or something unique, something that's actually better.
Something that works.
Yeah, absolutely, something that absolutely works.
But he can probably make more money with the saltpeter infused agricultural products.
Well, here we go.
I can see a big market in India.
Hoff has got
China.
The Hoff has his Peter involved in this again.
Well, you got to feed those Indian people, billions of people over there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, that's why we have our genetically modified CRISPR tomatoes. So.
There you go.
And for places where the population's going down, you would have the Viagra infused agricultural product. Hey, big business.
Once again, the Peter arise.
The free market at work.
Well, we did have that issue where, your camera guy Graham had an issue, and I don't know if he was going through India. One of Steve Hoffman's sources got him some pills for his gout, but they seem to just give him a headache and make his dick hard, and doesn't help his foot. So.
That's
I get the India Times delivered straight to my house.
Yeah, the club went to the wrong place.
He said he'd try 3 or 4 more times and see what's going on. But I guess the robots don't really have to use chains now that we'll have sushi flavored potato chips.
I wonder if it'll work on women.
What, Viagra?
No, the changing of the flavor.
Who knows? Isn't it when they're pregnant, their olfactory senses go all off? And
well, that's how they smell things. But I mean, if you're snacking on your favorite gal,
these favorite
and you like
flavor do you want?
Yeah, you like peanut butter. You like
female body deodorant. I know where you're getting to there. We know what you're thinking.
That's what these sushi potato chips are about.
Save some money on that flavored gel. Yeah.
Will was saying he wanted to pre-order some sort of clam flavored Cheez-Its, but I wasn't sure what was going on there.
For between recordings.
For your research.
That's right.
Along with the Chinese 20-year-old model robots.
Good old sniff and scratch.
That's me on laundry day. Sniff and scratch. There's not enough tied out to get those racing stripes off the underwear.
And now for the politically incorrect version of
that's right. That's why I have the dude wipes in the bathroom.
I think we found the title of the podcast, flavored potato chips. Changing course from food and vaginal eating. Billy Idol.
Nope, that's still vaginal eating.
He did kind of have like a lesbian woman look a little bit in the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
He had the dyed hair. And
You look like a chicken.
Or maybe a pigeon.
We got a pigeon
keep
that
with
was
the theme. And I ran.
I think that's Flock of Seagulls. There's another title, Flock of Pigeons.
That's right.
He has a really interesting version of drug rehabilitation. So he went on Bill Maher's podcast, and he said he used to be addicted to heroin. But he had a really interesting, novel way he dealt with this. Mm-hmm. And he said it worked 100%.
Yeah.
He said his main way of getting off of heroin was he started using crack cocaine.
So he graduated from heroin to crack. Nice.
Yeah.
That's
So he said it worked. He also said,
But now he's addicted to crack.
Now he's addicted to crack. But
Next, it'll be let's give him some angel dust.
angel dust, LSD.
I can understand that. I find that dropping a couple of Quaaludes before breakfast keeps me off of drugs also. same reasoning, same logic. You know?
This is some Hollywood, LA rock star logic on this one.
No, that's
But
right.
then he said he got in a serious motorcycle accident and mostly got off crack, but that
Okay.
he's now California sober.
What was
So-
that from brain damage?
Meaning-
from
meaning-
hitting his head?
Meaning dosing psilocybin mushrooms. Yeah.
Yeah, this is
California sober.
this might be related to Darren's absence.
It's like the commercial. This is your brain on crack.
This is the Billy Idol form of AA.
I mean, maybe he'll be our next Secretary of Health. You know,
He might be. The way RFK is, I'm not sure.
He's going to be our AA sponsor.
The national AA delegate for.
have him up there dressing in drag.
He's going to be like this. He's going to be like, yeah, you got to get some crack, man. It's all right.
Only in California would getting off of heroin and getting on crack would be like a responsible decision.
Yeah, bravo. How brave.
Great
Yeah.
job, Billy Idol.
California sober is having a couple bottles of Napa Valley red wine before bedtime. That's California.
Along with a lot of weed.
That's right.
So, I thought that was interesting. That is kind of like have you ever used ChatGPT and it just malfunctions and tells you the totally wrong thing to do?
Oh yeah, I've had that.
Or it'll drift.
Yeah.
This sounds like a Gemini haywire kind of rehabilitation self-care plan. So,
Inverted his food pyramid or something. Yeah.
yeah. If you do too much heroin, this is the type of ideas you get.
That's right.
But moving on down India Times timeline, this is interesting. This is related to what you're trading. China, of course, once again, they're really going crazy with the AI and the robotics.
Thank God the Chinese are around, so we have these stories.
Russia and China. China has successfully created an AI robot that repairs high voltage power lines. So this is technically the world's first robotic electrician. Okay.
Wow.
China successfully created a robot that repairs 10 kilovolt power lines in the Hubei province. This kind of work is normally done by highly trained electricians working in dangerous environments, but the robot was able to complete the entire repair remotely, potentially replacing human workers for electrical grid maintenance. The development is another example of robotics rapidly expanding into skilled labor jobs that many people previously thought were safe from automation. So imagine this, all of the trades, you have these Temu Chinese robots coming in doing kilovolt
Yeah, what is
power
this?
line repair?
Is this robot rubberized? So he's not adopted. I can see him up there now.
Yeah, one water bottle, throw the whole robot off. They'll probably find a rubber skin for him. But one of the defenses of robotics and AI has been it's going to go top down. It's going to take all the professional, like lawyer jobs, all the service sector jobs, and plumber, electrician, carpenter, et cetera,
What about bums? When it
Bums-
gets
well,
to
that's
that
what
level,
contractors.
I think you're missing the big point. It's going to affect country music. I mean, how are we going to have songs like Wichita Lineman from Glenn Campbell made over to this?
Where's blue collar going to go when
It's an AI lineman going down that big wall.
Well, I mean, they're already writing songs. Country music's done. I really like that small town. Try that in a small town.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well,
The next time I go to the dentist to get my teeth cleaned and a robot walks into the room, that's it. I'll just start flossing 7 times a day. No more teeth cleaning.
That hygienist is doing something besides flossing you, buddy.
Well, let me reconsider that.
So now, when you put an ad in, you got to ask the qualifications of electrician or plumber. Are you AI?
Yeah, are you AI? Imagine they come in.
Not,
they don't
are
take
you
breaks.
Spanish, white, black?
Yeah, do you come into work on time? So think about how that could totally annihilate. If AI annihilates the service sector and now robotics, I'm assuming these are insanely prohibitively expensive.
Yeah.
And it'll be a long time before this goes far, but imagine not only all the high-level service sector jobs are gone, but robotics annihilates all of the blue-collar, highly skilled labor jobs.
Well, I don't, I know that it's highly skilled, but I think part of the highly skilled part of it is so you don't die. They have to do all these things to make sure that that they're properly grounded and everything else. I don't think it's really technically difficult. I think the skill is making sure you don't die.
Well, that's part of it, but it's also, I know as a property manager,
Yeah.
I mean, plumbing and electrical stuff, it doesn't just do itself. It's not like changing a remote battery.
No.
Yay, we're saving electricians' lives.
Yeah.
Now it's they and you still do, just like with truck driving with Tesla.
Yeah.
They still need people directing them around, and you still need someone monitoring them and or doing the labor,
Yeah.
but you're just doing it remotely.
Well, it's kind of like building cars. I mean, they've been doing it for years, automated.
Yeah. Well, and that's something that's more algorithmic and easy. But when you're doing electrician stuff, plumbing stuff, etc., Amazon just had they just had their first 3D printed house. They built a whole $300,000 house in like 20 days, all with 3D printing and just having laborers put it together.
Yeah, I've seen that on YouTube before.
Yeah, that was another story.
That's wild.
Yeah. So imagine that. So now it's taking highly skilled labor, which also requires that employs a lot of people in the construction.
So all I need is AI and 3D printers to
3D
build a
printer,
home.
and one Chinese robot, and then you're good to go.
That's one massive
Dig
3D
that
printer,
ditch
though.
for me, will you?
Yeah.
I got some pipe that got to go on the ground.
You know what's funny? That was one of the
No,
final-
if I'm going to lay pipe, I'm going to do it myself.
Graham will be here later to film that. That's something going on the dark web.
Yeah,
You said
a
something
new episode.
That's a different podcast. But yeah, it's when your new worker is just run on lithium, and you don't have to pay them anything. You buy them once, and it's just a done deal. I can imagine how that's going
But who's going to mine the lithium?
to Chinese robots.
Robotic 5-year-olds in it.
Build our iPhones.
That's right.
Moving on down the India Times, a South Korean woman, 21-year-old woman from South Korea, killed 2 young men researching lethal drug combinations on ChatGPT. So this changes up how you approach online dating. So
Yeah, Steve.
Don't leave your drink down.
yeah. According to investigators, she searched for information about the effects of mixing alcohol with powerful psychiatric medications and then used sedatives containing benzodiazepines
Okay.
in drinks she served to victims. Authorities say at least 2 men have died connected to her poisoning drinks. And she admitted to mixing the drugs, but claimed she didn't realize the doses would be lethal.
That sounds plausible to me. I think she was just trying to dope them up so she could take advantage of them.
Just take advantage. That's what women usually do.
Yeah.
They drug men and don't try to kill them.
No.
So much for my weekly trip to Korea. Tom.
Come on. As if it's only once a week.
Steve has his own Silk Road. To,
That's right.
Like Hugh Hefner over here.
Yeah. Steve said he filled his pool with international waters, so that stuff's legal.
I knew he was dripping with something.
Spread the wealth.
Well, now when Will's human skin body temperature robots come, it'll make it that much cheaper.
Absolutely.
On Absolute, put put the toot in absolutely.
That's right.
No more. Now we're dealing with the prostitute industry. What are they going to do on Yopon?
Well, that's it. You roll up there and go, C-3PO, come on over here. You want a party?
Is that technically prostitution if you do it to a robot?
No, it's called ATM.
There's going to be a lot of loopholes the SC State House is going to have to close.
State House and holes. Yeah.
So another story this week. There were a lot of juicy ones this week. Jim Carrey. Yeah. Everyone loves Jim Carrey.
Yep.
Bruce Almighty, Ace Ventura.
The Mask.
The Mask.
Now he's wearing a mask. A real mask.
Oh, this is just the live version of The Mask.
Yeah. Or the genie from Aladdin. Yeah. That was always cool.
Yeah, I think that was Robin Williams.
Oh,
Now you're getting a famous 90s.
Getting them all mixed up.
So the internet exploded with conspiracy theories after Jim Carrey appeared at the Caesar Awards in Paris looking slightly different than usual.
Slightly?
Slightly. Social media users started claiming he had been replaced by a clone of some kind of impersonator because his face looked fuller and his eyelids looked slightly altered. The theory spread so widely that even Megan Fox was asking whether Jim Carrey was real at the event. And eventually performance artists like Alexis Stone hinted online they may have actually been there wearing a realistic Jim Carrey mask.
I mean, the eye colors were different. That's the thing that gets me.
When Steve was talking about aliens in the last show, and you have Illuminati, and you have all this stuff, I don't know what to believe. His eyes were different. His cheekbones were different. He had some sort of patch-looking flap on the side of his...
It's a botched-up plastic surgery job.
It's either botched-up Hollywood plastic surgery or...
Sounds like the ammo of the lizard people.
Who else is going to...
scaling?
That's right.
Shed my skin, like Peter Gabriel would say.
Who else is going to bend over and talk out of their asshole? If
Fireman Bob.
Jim Carrey, I think it was the second Ace Ventura. It opened up with some people in the safari in Africa. This little family.
One. Yep.
And they go, and he's hiding in a robotic rhino. And the AC went out. And he proceeded to slowly go face first out of the rhinoceros's sphincter. This family thought he was giving birth. And a butt-naked Jim Carrey pops out. So, who else are going to do these scenes in movies if we don't have the original Jim Carrey?
Well, I think Hoffman still has his card for the union to do those things, can't you?
You still have your passport for African safaris?
Yeah.
No, I had to stop that.
There's a lot of things legal in Africa. Well, once you get far enough in the jungle.
I mean, okay, so let's say for instance, we'll go on the wild side, and they did replace him. The question is why?
Well, that's what people were saying.
He's too funny.
He's too funny. We can't lose it.
That's right.
We can't have funny people here. This is serious America.
This is very serious.
That's right.
Next, Robin Williams will be coming back.
But he's always been a clone. How many characters has he played?
Oh, that's true.
How many different personalities has he played? He's a human clone.
Jim Carrey.
The Sybil of
Yeah.
the
Well,
guild.
when he was
Miss
on
Doubtfire.
yeah, Miss Doubtfire, well, which is another Robin Williams ones, but he had a mask on.
He had the
was
mask.
like a clone.
Yeah.
Why don't they bring back Robin Williams if they're going to bring back one of them?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, another genius.
What was that? It was like a competitor to SNL in Living Color.
In Living
In
Color.
Living Color.
Yeah.
yeah, so he was
That
on
was
there.
Jim Carrey's thing.
Yeah, early Jim Carrey.
Yep.
He used to do
Fire
all these.
Marshal Bill.
Who was that? Who was that one where he would like shave his head like a skull?
Yeah, it was Fire Marshal Bill.
Fire Marshal.
Fire
okay.
Marshal Bill.
He did last time.
50 years from now, researchers will find that there have been many clones in the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
Many clones.
A lot
Real
of them
clones.
look a little cold-blooded. I wanted to include at least one political story.
Uh-oh.
So, so on the 28th at like 1:30 a.m., Trump apparently bombed the shit out of Iran.
Allegedly.
Allegedly bombed the fucking daylights out of Iran and killed all their leaders. I don't know if this has been verified yet. I think
Yeah, they
there's
killed the Ayatollah.
killed the Ayatollah Khomeini. And now it's about a week later, and they want to replace him with the Ayatollah's son.
Second son.
Second son.
I think the first one that got killed.
I know Ahmadinejad got killed. All these people
yeah.
got killed. It said on, I'm forgetting the website it was on. I don't have it in my notes. Basically, the highest probability prediction is that the Islamic Revolutionary Guard, the
Yeah.
ghost military that kind of runs the country, is just going to take over. And they will decide, instead of the clerical rulers, who's going to appoint the next leader.
Well, this is the problem. They have been the ruling class anyway. All this other stuff has just been window dressing. And the problem is they don't have anybody stupid enough to volunteer to be the window dressing anymore because they keep going up. The other issue that they have with the generals are getting killed too, that are in this leadership position. They're losing control of the regular army now, not the guard, the special forces, but the regular army has been like not showing up for work.
yeah.
Why would you?
Well, but here's the thing: they're not showing up for work, but they still have their arms. So they're getting ready to say, okay, we're going to wait until the Kurds, the Saudis, and all the other people that are going to be the boots on the ground get in here, because the United States should be smart. Just keep our boots out of there and let everybody else put their boots in there, because Azerbaijan has their military now lined up on the borders.
Yeah, the Iranians made a big mistake when they bombed Azerbaijan.
Oh yeah, I mean they've been bullies for so long that everybody is starting to say, "Hey, this might be our shot to get back at them."
Well, and here's
So the good news is the Ayatollah's dead. The bad news is he's now eligible to vote in Democrat Party primaries.
And he gets a 72 wives, doesn't he? When they die?
I think 72. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the most recent count. I think.
God, I don't know if I can do that. I can only handle one.
That's
That's it. I mean, why would you want your own form of hell?
72 virgins. You might that might require some Viagra. You might end up dying again. I don't know if you can make it through that.
That's
Well, that's what they were
72
saying about
miles
his son.
yelling at you too.
They were saying about his son had been taking trips to Great Britain to have his ED, his erectile dysfunction, worked on. This guy is not exactly machismo as far as leadership positions there.
Yeah, well, something that was funny about this. Trump said this was not regime change.
No.
Then he said the regime must change. and he was going to approve who the leader was going to be. So they weren't going to choose this next Ayatollah as of this morning.
Just like they did in Venezuela.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. It's they could have had a regime change on their own a long time ago when he said, okay, come to the table and let's negotiate. And all they did was a step and fetch it so they could do stuff behind closed doors and behind our backs. And they kept doing it and kept doing it. Now they're reaching out to all these different, like the CIA and so on, to say, we want to have some negotiations and real talks now. Trump's like, nope, too late.
Well, I wonder, because Marco Rubio let something...
Arugula.
Marco Arugula is a Freudian slip. Mr. Arugula. He let it slip, or it's hard to say because everyone's saying something different. Mm-hmm. But he said, Trump had already said on Truth Social, they were about to bomb us, which Iran did not have intercontinental missiles. Now Marco Rubio came out and said, Israel was going to invade first. And we just preempted it. So there's been about 11, 12 different versions.
It's called Trump kissing
I think all of them are true.
Netanyahu's asshole.
I think depending on what time of day it is for Trump, because John Bolton came out, the king of neocon invasions, and he said right after this bombing campaign happened, he said Trump would have like 5-6 positions on one issue over the course of one day.
Yeah.
So it might all be true.
Yeah, well, I think it is. I think it's all true.
I think the only acceptable result for the U.S. is if the people of Iran rose up and took over the government. One big problem: they don't have weapons. Weren't their guns confiscated?
That's number two big
Sticks
problem.
and stones
Number one
and
big
rocks will
problem
break my bones.
is the people who really did have the balls to rise up all got murdered about a month and a half ago.
Yeah,
So
they $8 short.
Yeah.
Well, and here's the thing with Iran. So on the probabilities of what's going to happen, number one was the Revolutionary Guard taking over. Number two was the other normal military taking over.
Right.
Number three was the clerical class taking over. And number four, at like 5% likelihood, was the general population taking over.
Right.
Because they have so many speed bumps and power dynamics in that country.
Well, one of the one of the scenarios they were having for their quote directive regime change was to have the crown prince, the Shah's son, come in and take over until they have created a new constitution and new general elections. My feeling is that that's what they're going to try to do, is to have them come to an unconditional surrender, which, I mean, let's face it, folks, it has not been 1 week yet. Tomorrow it'll be 1 week, right? So, we're 1 week into this forever war. To me, it doesn't look like it's going to be forever because they've wiped out, well, we'll see. We've already wiped out their Navy. We've wiped out their Air Force. Their ballistic missiles, even when they do hide and seek, have been eliminated. Their drones have been starting to be eliminated, and now they can't. They're completely enclosed on land because they pissed off all their neighbors. Even you've got the Kurds that are in the north that have got them, and then on the
That we're arming now.
Well, we were before, but yeah.
The formal overt.
Yeah, but actually the Kurds have been armed forever by the Israelis.
Which Kurds are also total communists, and they're a total wild card, and they were part of the problem with Iraq.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
If you go back 20 years to Arab Spring, you can see the handwriting on the wall. We're going to replace one evil, and another evil is going to crop up.
Well, that's how it's done. But then you've got the Azerbaijanis on their east side, and then on the west you've just got waterway, which they can't do anything with now because they don't have any navy, like we were saying. They're completely economically, and then they can't do anything with oil or anything else there. And the Chinese have just been like, oh, we don't remember saying that.
Yeah,
So they're not helping at all.
Well, that's another
We
thing.
put a dent in the Chinese because China got probably 50% of their oil between Venezuela and Iran,
Yeah.
and we shut that down.
Not 50, 85%.
We shutting China down.
Oh,
Their
yeah.
economy is failing right
Oh,
now.
yeah. And the Chinese realize that, and that's why the gambit, again, the Iranians missed off saying, well, we're emboldened because the Chinese will come. And the Chinese are like, no, not today.
Which is really scary because there's a saying in the Mises world that when trade cannot cross borders, armies will.
Yeah,
yeah.
They are about to.
Exactly.
Well, another thing, what's the name of this operation?
Oh,
Something furry or
Operation
fury? Or,
Furry. That's why. That's why we've got. We have
Furry Bush.
Yeah,
So let me just-
that's why
Like
we have Graham out there dressed up as a rabbit.
Hey, 30 miles a
Dark
terrible
Web
thing to
Legends.
waste.
So we
Epic
have a-
Fury.
so we have a $40,000 Iranian pickup truck being obliterated by a $5 million smart bomb.
Nope.
What could go wrong?
No, it's not by a $5 million. It's by a
Tomahawk.
$160 laser that's laser fire that goes out. So economically, we're beating them too.
Well, here's the thing: we're spending.
don't know about
we're
that.
spending.
We are.
We're spending
Yeah.
$1 billion a day
Yeah.
bombing Iran.
Yep.
And we only have 4,000 Tomahawk missiles,
Yep.
and they're using 500 a day
And
as of now.
and we've been using our laser technology to have their own explosives blow themselves up. That's how we eliminated part of their navy. We have an actual group that assesses how much money goes against different things. We do not use, and this is a falsehood. We do not use tens of thousands of dollars to eliminate just a few $1,000s of their drones. That has been completely eliminated.
I have a more economical way of winning. We'll blast the entire country with headbanger music. I mean, that's the way we took out
Twisted
Noriega,
Sister,
right?
we're not going to take it anymore.
Rebel Yell.
It worked for, who did that
Drop
work
bags
for?
across.
That's right.
Well, and here's the thing: this, as of now, is costing $1 billion a day, which is more than what Medicare costs. Marco Rubio said it was for Israel, and when during these Iran negotiations,
Yeah.
Iran signed the Non-Proliferation Treaty in the late 60s. So did Egypt.
Yeah.
Israel stole nuclear material out of Pennsylvania, which they now cover up, and you
Yep.
can't find any of the original documents on, and have the most recent estimates are over 300 nuclear warheads.
Yep.
So they have, when they did that while Egypt and Iran simultaneously signed the Non-Proliferation Treaty, created a total imbalance.
Yep.
And Israel's a hyper-aggressive state, and they threaten all of their neighbors and all of the Middle East.
Troublemakers.
They're total troublemakers.
Yeah.
Iran, during the Iran deal under Obama, when he unfroze those funds, and Trump was saying, we're giving all this money to Iran,
Yeah.
this like plane full of money, that was money we froze and took from them.
Oh, yeah.
Number one. Number two on it, when we were negotiating with them recently, we already bombed them less than a year ago.
Yeah.
Bombed all they're inspected by the IAEA because they can't undo the Non-Proliferation Treaty.
Right.
Where Israel's inspected by no one, and it's hidden, that they don't even formally recognize that they have them.
Yeah.
Hundreds of nuclear weapons. So when we're negotiating with Iran, we have one country here who's constantly threatening them and is currently bombing them in the last year, along with the U.S., while we're telling them to not even have a nuclear weapons program or any kind of missile program, when Israel has also, over the past 5 years, gone in and assassinated people and assassinated scientists.
Why are we
Well,
protecting these
now let's
people?
also explore something else that you left out was, Obama unfroze it. Meanwhile, his Secretary of State, Ms. Clinton, gave fissionable material to Iran.
Russia.
Yeah. So she was.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. It's a total double standard. We don't hold Israel to any of these standards. And even when it's stated like Iran is the largest funder of terrorism, Saudi Arabia funds way more terrorism across the Middle East than Iran.
Yep.
And Israel initiates way more terrorism than Iran or all of the other Middle Eastern countries combined.
Yep.
And no good.
Can you spell APEC?
Well, that's the elephant in the room. This is causing oil prices are over $80 a gallon. The Strait of Hormuz is closed down. They're threatening to put bombs into the waters. So
Strait of Hormuz technically is not closed down. It's to a trickle, but it's not closed down. And again, it's because, quite frankly, they don't have a navy.
Put our submarines in there. That's all. We can missile them right out of there.
We have not had a ship sank by a torpedo submarine since World War II until now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
When was USS Liberty?
The Strait of Hormuz is closed because of the perceived level of risk, and the world insurance companies will not insure the oil tankers at the current situation.
Well, and we keep saying closed. It's folks, that's incorrect. It is open as far as 20% of what normally goes through is going through right now. So we cannot, we don't want to mislead people by saying it's closed. But
they're just threatening to attack
it is a
any
trickle.
ship.
Yeah, yeah.
Will go
And the danger is for whatever missiles that they have remaining, and the few submarines that we haven't tracked down and blown out of the water.
In order for it to be fully operational, though, you have to go through a risk mitigation exercise. You've got to get rid of all of the risks out there threatening those oil tankers, and that's going to take some time.
Do you guys
all the proxy armies? You got Yemen, you got the Hezbollah.
Do you know which navy is patrolling to keep that 20% open and everything? What country has their navy doing that? It's not the United States.
You went.
It's
England.
No.
England's over there.
I get that, but they're not the ones that are in charge of keeping the Gulf of Hormuz open for the little trickle that's going through. The country that is there that's doing that has their navy there is Turkey.
Turkey.
Yeah.
Which is also the next country on the list after Iran that Israel's been threatening over the past year. Mm-hmm. They don't like... So here's another interesting thing about what this unraveled. Finland and France came out in the last couple of days and said they're going to build up their nuclear arsenal.
Which I think is a great idea.
If the world ends, it'll either be robotics, AI, or it's going to be nukes.
I think the world is going to be taken over by the Finns.
I think it's going to be both. It's going to be the Terminator.
Yeah, the robots using nukes.
Don't underestimate the Finns. They held off the Russians for many years. They actually won a war with the Russians.
I know.
Well, that's funny. That's when all the Trotskyites turned on Trotsky, is he was defending Stalin invading Finland.
Yeah.
And they couldn't believe he was supposed to be the good guy. He was Snowball in Animal Farm.
Yep.
Here's another thing to remember about Iran. We instituted the Shah in 1953, did a CIA coup. Mm-hmm. They overthrew the Shah
in 79.
In 79, number one. Number two, the reason, the probability of the general public taking over, doing any sort of massive change, is when you saw the Ayatollah Khomeini die, like 100,000 people came up to support the Ayatollah Khomeini. So they might not be as liberal-minded as people might think. Iraq was under a Ba'athist dictator. Syria and these other countries, Saddam Hussein was a minority religion running the majority of Iraq. He was like a literal dictator.
Yeah.
Some of these other countries are totally different. Iran is something like 90% Shia.
Yeah, and which is a major problem because a majority of the Middle East is Sunni. Yeah. And they do not get along.
Arab Spring all over again. Tripp, you were right. Let them fight against each other.
And that's right.
Maybe that's what
arm
Trump's
arm
trying
to
to
the
do.
teeth. Yeah.
He's trying to get a nice, good old
Well,
fight
yeah.
together there.
Well,
Let them fight
my-
amongst
I
each
guess
other.
on
And
a
we'll pick up the
positive-
pieces later.
On a positive note, I hope that we get to the point where we stop fighting each other and competing with each other with arms and aggression, and get to the point where we compete with ideas and commerce.
Dubai is a good example.
So that the better, that the better idea, the better services, the better goods is rewarded through a free market. And that is, I think, is the hope for the world, is a free market.
There is, I think
As-
Israel has like a free market in bombs.
As Rodney
Because-
King said, can't we all get along?
That this could turn into a total mess.
Yeah.
And Tucker came out. He did a couple videos on, I guess Hegseth said something about he wants to take down the Temple Mount and institute something.
Did
over
any of
whatever
these
Dome
people
on the
read
Rock.
the Bible?
I think the problem might be they read it a little too. They're interpreting a couple of sentences a little too closely
Yeah.
and militantly,
To literally.
which is a minority view in Christianity about what Tucker was saying. Tucker's an evangelical Christian. He was saying Christianity basically views Jesus as the temple. And Jews, Orthodox Jews, are the ones that are wanting to rip down and send missiles to blow up the Dome on the Rock and institute a third temple.
Right, which is right there at the rock.
Yeah. Yeah, they have a mosque from 1,300 years
Right.
ago on top of
That's where the temple's supposed to be
Solomon-
built.
Yeah. So Tucker comes out basically opposing this, and Trump last night came out and said Tucker, because he was basically saying this isn't America first, this is a war for Israel, all pretty commonly observed things. And he said Tucker is not MAGA, I am MAGA, and Tucker's really stupid. So that's how he's dealt with the America first MAGA people so far in this last week.
If you don't
I'm
agree
an
with Trump,
indiv-
you get smashed.
Yeah, I'm an individualist. I think they should get rid of the whole thing that's on the temple and build a giant Temu mall.
That would be good. A Temu style mall on the temple. What if we just nuked the whole rock down
And put it up a
maybe
Temu
we'd
mall.
get rid of the Israeli-Palestine conflict. Well, right now, the Temple Mount and the Dome on the Rock and Al-Aqsa Mosque or whatever
Yeah.
is in East Jerusalem,
Yeah.
which is technically Palestinian territory.
Right.
And they have kind of a almost international city Vatican style agreement,
Yeah.
kind of, where Israel patrols the outside, the Arab countries, mainly Jordan, kind of control the inside, and it's all like a Mexican standoff.
Right.
When Trump said it's unified Jerusalem, that's just all the capital of Israel now. That escalated things in his first term, and that was considered a provocation and is also not really America first. But when Tucker got decapitated yesterday, he's been wording his shows kind of directed at Trump.
Yeah.
And he was, until now, consistently speaking to Trump.
Yeah.
And Laura Loomer came out and said, I just showed a bunch of clips from your show to Trump on Twitter just to threaten Tucker. And then like 2 days later, all of a sudden, Trump's dumping Tucker on his head, who's also the highest streaming conservative.
Right, which is
Online.
This is just ratings gold for him online because
Yeah.
the more controversy and the more that's stirred up, that the more people are going to
being
tune in.
fired.
Yeah, well, he got fired over, didn't when who bought over
Chrissy
Fox?
He's talking about Chrissy.
Oh,
Noem
Chrissy
being-
got
Noem get fired.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. He put her as a new secretary of some other random ass
Now,
committee.
Here's the debate that some people are having: is did he fire her over the
shooting?
$2 million or $1 billion whatever advertisement that was featuring her for the department, or did he fire her over her supposed affair?
Oh, affair.
Planes and
It's hard to
corruption.
say. A lot of the people online were saying over the affair, but it's who knows.
Yeah.
Trump was jealous. He wasn't getting a piece of that ass.
She does have the Mar-a-Lago face. So does Laura Loomer.
Yeah.
But to end it on a non-political lighter note,
And to have Mar-a-Lago face.
Britney Spears. We just talked about Britney Spears the other week.
Oh yeah, she's our pigeon.
Yeah, she just sold her catalog of all her music, and everyone was questioning her judgment.
Yep.
And now she was arrested for a DUI outside of her home in L.A.
Yeah.
Sent to jail. They haven't released a mugshot as far as I know.
No.
Is Britney part of MK Ultra as Steve Hoffman?
Yes. She's definitely had some mind warping going on there.
Yeah.
That video of her house with the cat turds all over the place,
Oh yeah.
that's a dead giveaway right there.
Yeah. Steve has his ticket ready. He's ready to go out to California and give her some personal, assistance to straighten her out.
In a live interview, she triggered on one word and went ballistic for about 5 minutes. That's a sign of NK Ultra.
Well, I think she's just like California sober.
Yeah, well, that's true. What was the word?
I forget.
If you're not driving drunk, you're not California.
But it's almost like
Well-
the Manchurian Candidate, that
Yeah.
she just triggers on one word. And by the way, that was developed by the CIA. So.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I think there's Amanda Bynes, was it like a Nickelodeon star?
Yeah.
She went totally out of her mind and I think shaved
I
her
loved
head.
her movies. Yeah.
Yeah, she went totally nuts. Britney Spears, it was shocking. If pop music in like the late 90s, early 2000s,
Yeah.
Britney Spears was like Justin Bieber and One Direction, all these combined. She was like the
Yeah.
largest mega.
She was the queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She just has a couple of issues.
Just a couple minor issues that put her under guardianship
Minor
for like 10 years.
personality defects.
I wonder when they pulled her over if it was solely over DUI or if there was some sort of reckless endangerment or disorderly or any butt naked sword swinging or
It was a smell
Hoffman wasn't there.
smell of cat doo doo coming from her car.
the fumes. Don't people with indoor cats get like worms or some sort of brain parasite that felines give off that they've mutated?
Okay, the cat passed away a while ago, so that's not what my problem is. Okay, I know what you're aiming at. My brain worms are natural.
I'm just talking about Joe Rogan. he said something about they get like a parasite like in their.
Oh, you're just having a war on ivermectin.
A little combination of ivermectin and fenbendazole. We'll get rid of those worms.
Do you think ivermectin would fix Britney?
We can get that chemist out of South Korea, and she could figure it out. Yeah.
I don't know if they make that heavy a dose.
You'd have to start guzzling ivermectin to deal with her issues. But yeah, I just thought I'd end it on Britney. Britney's always fun.
Oh, absolutely.
She's known for shaving her head,
And other things.
other things, cat shit in online videos, getting live streaming on Instagram naked, playing with knives. She, I guess.
She's kind of the Steve Hoffman of the pop world.
Nothing like a woman who plays with knives. Ooh, yeah.
Maybe she can take a trip to your pool.
That's
in
right.
National waters to do some experimentation.
The baptism.
Steve Hoffman baptism.
That cures everything.
Steve Hoffman's always going on these gambling boats in international waters.
Uh-huh.
Who knows what shenanigans he's up.
That's right. That's right.
Only place you can get legalized drugs in the drugstores, Mexico.
He has these ivermectin gambling parties. It gets
right.
pretty wild.
That's right. Nobody knows what goes on in the Moose Lodge. What goes on in the Moose Lodge stays in the Moose Lodge.
Talking about the Illuminati.
That's right. Keep it within the herd.
Now, on my last trip in Playa del Carmen, most of my pictures are of drugstores.
Well, I think that wraps up the monkey business for this week. You have a long job of finding a title for this one. You'll have to take some notes on whatever wild shit we just said for the last hour.
Well, this has been a fantastic and fun time here in the Monkey Barrel. Stay tuned next week, and we'll have even more fun coming out of these monkeys behind the microphone. And if you are desiring to find out more about Americans for Prosperity, go to libertycrackmedia.com and sign up for our monthly newsletter, and you can get one of these really cool swag merchandise things like we were mentioning before. And tune into Conversations with the Hoff if you want to find out even more details on that. And if you want to find out about books, hit Bookworm Mom. That's correct. But if you want to find out anything about all these wonderful, entertaining podcasts, go to libertycrackmedia.com. Say goodbye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Here we come, walking down the street. Got the gold, no taxes to meet.